step instead. Don't go no further than that, no, no. They know I got them with me, yeah. You just can't see them. They'll come rush if I need them. They'll come rush it. Baby, dance with me, just dance with me. Cool up, she just a fan with me. Love with me, loves with me. With me, with me. I see them looking at me. I can see in your eyes that it's jealousy. You know what you do, it be bold enough to step to me, step to me.
At forward, 6'9", number 35, Kevin Durant.
There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. There you push me out just to blast that smile and last so years. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,000 and won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. You know, Brent, after a few years of small ball getting even smaller, it's feeling like now there is a resurgence of the big man.
Yeah, I don't know, Kevin, if that's because last year we had 3 potential MVP candidates that all played a bigger position. But you got to have one of those guys in order for you to say that we are going to accentuate the biggest player on the floor to do the things needed to get wins.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Halliburton is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. Covington against KD. Here's Davis. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And Davis sends it back. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against the Mavericks in Dallas. Brunson the pass to Davis. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Jefferson trying to get open his Len.
I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, a couple Hall of Famers.
Brunson kicks to Davis. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Outside Jefferson. Left side Covington. No good on the shot. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Here's Len. Second shot opportunity. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I love how Len is imposing right now his will and using his size to intimidate on the glass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Going forward, the Thunder have a ton of draft capital for them to put a lot of first-round picks either to play for themselves or in play to make some significant trades. Lots of flexibility there.
Out to KD. Runs in the pass to KD. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Len grabs the board. And Oklahoma City, with all those picks, Brent, should be interesting to see how they use them.
Yeah, and that process has already started in the 22 draft. They used some of that capital to line up some players they have on their current roster. So it's really interesting at some point what it is that the front office does to say, this is our team, and this is who we're moving forward with.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
San Antonio leading by 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great update, David. Thanks. It'll be fascinating, Greg, to watch them try to slow down these shooters.
No question. That's the focus defensively. But then, on the offensive end, they have to get production of their own.
Yeah, spot on. It's going to take an all-around effort to pull out the victory here tonight.
Pass to Len. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Reed. There's the pass to Brunson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Reed, a screen on Halliburton. And the dunk by Reed.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Caruso, the pass to Len. Back to Caruso. Kicks it out to Covington. And a miss there on the triple.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Evan Mobley comes in for Len, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Robert Covington. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Kuzma. Outside Jefferson. From past the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Jefferson's got his second basket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Davis inside. He's covered by Halliburton. Davis dishes to Durant. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Davis.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at
Here's Caruso. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now here's Durant. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Count it. Durant's got 5 now.
Able to find himself in the mid-range. That's a look that Kevin Durant will settle into.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Kevin Durant. San Antonio leading by 3. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Reed the pass to KD. Passes to Brunson from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
Pass to Kuzma. Mobley right side. Outside for Jefferson. They get it back. Count that one for Mobley.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of, drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And the Spurs with some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Jefferson. Malik Monk comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Mitchell in for Halliburton. Here's Nembhard, covered by Mitchell. Here's Nembhard. Good D by Wood. Mobley the pass to Monk. Now here's Kuzma. 1:41 left to play in the first. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And a soft touch from Kyle.
Thunder trailing by 4. The pass to Moody. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Monk. Mitchell outside. Wood with the screen for Mitchell. It's deflected. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Wood. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And finished off by Wood.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Kicks to Banchero. There's the screen to the inside. 5 on the clock. Mobley with the block.
San Antonio ball.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Wood. Oh, the jam by Wood.
And not easy getting Wood off his spot, even with contact. Still able to stay focused and balanced.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
They've got Moody, and it's KD in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. It's Jefferson outside. The Thunder pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Nembhard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Monk. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Under trailing by 6. Fernando, the pass to Nembhard. They set the pick. High post shot. That doesn't go either for KD. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Monk, the pass to Jefferson. Back to Monk. Outside Jefferson. Lets it go with a 3. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Walker. Pass to Fernando. Len with the block.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Now Jefferson. 11 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. And Durant sends it back. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And in a league full of shooters, Malik Monk is right there with the best of them.
And has always been a weapon from outside. Has refined his shot selection the last few years and starting to come into his own as a reliable outside threat.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Passes it to Durant. This one for 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Pass to Mobley. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. Well, you look at Jefferson, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, KD.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time,
You're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Both teams deciding to change it up.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Covington. He's around 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Brunson kicks to Davis. Shot, high post, and that one, good. Davis has got 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now here's Jefferson. He's covered closely. Knocks it loose. And they get it back. Back to Halliburton. Mobley sets the pick for Halliburton. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. To the paint. Here's Durant. Gets that one to drop. A rare make, bumping him up to 3 for 10. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Davis with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Reed. Spurs leading by 6. Halliburton outside. Now the pass to Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here is Davis. 6 points for him. Durant with a screen on Halliburton. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Reed.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
No, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here is Halliburton. 17 points in his last outing. It's Jefferson outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Halliburton up top over Davis. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Davis over Halliburton. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Davis.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
From the stripe, and the jumper falls for him. And that's now 19 points for Clutch.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And Davis, here we go. Second chance shot. Here's Brunson. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Covington kicks to Jefferson. Covington setting the pick for Jefferson. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Davis against Halliburton. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Durant.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending. And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Banchero's checked in. Then for the Spurs, Christian Wood comes in for Robert Covington. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Jefferson. Free throw, no good for Mobley. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. For the Thunder, Bruno Fernando comes in for Reed, and Porter subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Spurs also with the sub. Alex Len's checked in for Evan Mobley. 1:56 left in the first half of the game. Here's the lob to the hoop. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Davis. Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Nice find by Halliburton. Just a great feel for the game.
Thunder trailing by 14. Pass to Moody. They set the screen inside, stolen by Len. Passes it to Wood. Got a hand on it.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Outside, Davis. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. San Antonio leading by 14. 1:02 left in the first half. Kuzma inside. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Oklahoma City. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Ejected by Len. Davis against Halliburton. Pass to Caruso. Halliburton on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Good work there as it goes.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
Thunder trailing by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Davis. With the teardrop. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's San Antonio up by 16. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had him swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the San Antonio Spurs.
They've been disciplined offensively, taking care of the ball and working for good looks. And that's limited fast break opportunities for their opponent.
Disciplined, like Kenny at a steakhouse.
Indeed, baby. No steak right now.
And now that we're a ways into the season, here's how the standings look out west.
You take a look at the Spurs, they've absolutely risen to the occasion this season. People were talking up their game early, and so far, they've delivered. Now it's time to finish strong, show no weakness.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? Clutch and impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got Jefferson, Alex Caruso out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Len in at center. Covington against KD. Shot clock at 5, and there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul, and we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The pass to Reed. At the top of the key, Durant. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Durant's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Thunder. Here's Halliburton. Covington finds Len. Pass to Jefferson. Lets it go from deep. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Davis looking for an opening. He lobs it up. It's deflected. Stolen by Len. Covington against Davis. Halliburton outside. Len sets a screen for Jefferson. Left block shot on the way. And the Spurs scoring again.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Runs in the pass to Durant. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And he lays it straight in. Durant's got 13 points.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Covington, a screen on KD. Here's Jefferson, and the dunk by Jefferson.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Durant gets it to go.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Passes it to Covington. Back to Halliburton. Outside Jefferson. Here's the 3. Here's Len. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 7 points in the game.
This guy's got a great nose for the offensive glass, and I like how he used those long arms that time to reach up and snag that rebound.
Covington against KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the Thunder making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Evan Mobley comes in for Len. And it's Malik Monk in for Alex Caruso. And he sinks the second. Spurs leading by 17. Halliburton passes to Covington. Back to Halliburton. Outside Jefferson. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Brunson has it in the corner. To the middle. Here's KD. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Halliburton. Down low. Covington's shot is off. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 15-point game. Pass to Nembhard. Now, here's Banchero. He's covered by Halliburton. Banchero, that's good.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Halliburton passes to Jefferson. Hits it from 3-point range.
3 points.
Jefferson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Brunson with it. He has 6. Outside Durant. And here's Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Reed misses. Spurs leading by 16. Mobley the pass to Covington. A beautiful reverse layup. Covington's got 5 points so far.
Tough coverage defensively, and Covington not a guy you expect to make that kind of play.
Banchero is screened for Brunson. Inside, Durant, and finished up by Katie.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
On the pass to Halliburton. It's stolen by Banchero. Pass to Reed. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Mobley.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
The first one falls, and the Thunder with some changes. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Banchero. Lonnie Walker comes in for Kevin Durant, and Porter subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Spurs also changing it up. Christian Woods checked in for Robert Covington. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jefferson, and Davion Mitchell subbed in for Halliburton. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Spurs leading by 14. Wood a screen on Porter. Monk the pass to Wood. Mobley looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Here's Monk. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. So it's the Spurs now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Thunder trailing by 14. Nembhard the pass to Reed. Outside Porter. To the inside. Here's Wood. The dish to Mitchell. Back to Wood. Pass to Kuzma. Takes the 3. San Antonio again missing. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, juniors, and quality NBA players.
Here's Wood. It's deflected. Here's Fernando. Aston Nembhard. Reed a screen on Mitchell. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Spurs leading by 12. Mitchell finds Monk. Here's Wood. They need this one. And he lays it up and in. Wood's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And undrafted out of college, Wood has dealt with plenty of adversity. I think he can overcome a little bump.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts. Which,
Goodness. And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The pass to Reed. Outside Porter. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
1:10 left in the third. Long for three. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the paint. It's intercepted. Here's Mobley. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Fernando, the pass to Porter. Reed a screen. Goes up the baseline. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Porter.
Each year, Porter just becomes more efficient, more deadly.
Pass to Wood. Up top, Kuzma, guarded by Walker, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Lenz checked in for Mobley. And it's Alex Caruso in for Malik Monk. Now here's Caruso. He's guarded closely. The shot's good. 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzma, rise and fire.
Now here's Porter. He's got 7. Passes it to Banchero. Walker in the corner for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Kuzma knowing his body well and using it.
And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Davis. Banchero out there with Durant. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Fernando in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Lets it go from 14. Here's Davis. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Halliburton kicks to Jefferson. Here's Len, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Alex Len, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Len. Now Davis. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Fernando. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Durant. Shot clock at 6. The baseline jumper goes down. Durant's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Pass to Jefferson. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thunder trailing by 12. Davis with it. It's Durant on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
And the first one drops. Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back-to-the-basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
And so Durant nails them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clutch.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Here's Halliburton. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here is Caruso. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
First one falls for him. And so Caruso nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Davis. Now here's Durant. 5 on the clock. The rebound by Halliburton.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And there's the pass to Caruso. Back to Halliburton. Len sets a screen for Halliburton. Ripped away. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Brunson against Caruso. Here's Banchero. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Halliburton on the money from 12 feet away. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Halliburton comfortable from there. Defense has to watch where he gets to on the court, because right there he's dangerous.
Here's Durant, drilled from 11 feet out. KD's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Fernando, the pass to Durant. Shoots over Covington. Brunson with a clean look. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Len with a screen on KD. Jefferson passing to Len. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's going to be in the paint is Alex Len, and he's good at forcing the defense to come in and take some chances. Whacked him that time.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Len. Reedy's checked in for Bruno Fernando. The Spurs also with the sub. Mobley, he's checked in for Robert Covington. That one misses. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Thunder trailing by 12.
Come get it, come get it.
Davis finds Brunson. Jefferson against Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
shooting 2.
That's good from Durant. And so Durant nails them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Outside Jefferson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
At the line for the Spurs. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Under trailing by 11. Now Brunson, and that one is off. Outside Jefferson. Pass to Caruso. Spurs working the ball around now. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Shooting for San Antonio, Evan Mobley. 2 shots.
Throw good, Mobley. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder trailing by 13. KD looking around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Halliburton passes to Jefferson. Lenka kicks to Caruso. Krills the three-pointer. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Passes it to Brunson. With the fadeaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
He got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
Here's Jefferson. Good work defensively by KD. Under trailing by 14. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Len. Len with the block. And he gets it back. Halliburton with it. Outside Jefferson. Back to Halliburton. Over Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And Brunson has it in the corner. From the wing, San Antonio with the rebound. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Davis against Halliburton. Here's Jefferson. Outside for Halliburton. Pass to Mobley. Back to Caruso. Just 3 to shoot. A second chance effort. It doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Reed.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Jefferson against KD. Mobley double teamed. Pocket 6. Len sets a screen for Halliburton. Bucket is good.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Clutch.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Caruso finds Halliburton. Halliburton on the wing. The pass to Caruso. Len sets a screen for Caruso. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Len, good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
At the line for your Thunder, Kevin Durant. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Durant. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here is Monk. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time